guys, welcome back. So you guys just saw from the trailer, Cobalion is going to be coming into Pokemon Go. This is going to be our very first Gen 5 legendary Pokemon coming into 5-star raids, replacing the Reggies. So we're going to go ahead and go over that today, as well as go over counters and, you know, all that fun stuff. So let's go ahead and talk and read this. So, trainers, Cobalion, the Iron World Pokemon, is coming to 5-star raids. This steel and fighting type legendary Pokemon is said to have a body of heart and steel, so it's in your favor to challenge it with fire, fighting, and ground type Pokemon. So there you go. So from November 4th at 1 p.m. PDT till November 26th at 1 p.m. PST. Oh no, it's 1 p.m. PST. Okay, so it's 1 p.m. PST to Tuesday, November 26th. So we're gonna have about 22 days to get our Cobalions. So Cobalion is part of a trio of Pokemon said to have challenged humans in order to protect other Pokemon. Their three are rarely seen apart, so look forward to meeting the other two soon. In the meantime, go build up your teams in preparation for battle. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be getting the legendary trio of Cobalion and the other two, which those will be coming pretty soon. So Cobalion's the first out of the three, and in general of all the Gen 5 legendary Pokemon. So this is going to be pretty exciting. So I can't wait. So this is going to be replacing the Reggies beginning the Monday, November 4th at 1 p.m. PST. So Pacific Standard, I believe. So there you go. So let's go ahead and hop on GoHub and let's talk about this legendary Pokemon. So I will see you guys on GoHub. Cobalion with a max CP of 3022. Cobalion is a dual type steel and fighting type with an attack of 192, defense of 229, and stamina of 209. Going down to the moves, to the weaknesses here. Cobalion definitely has some a lot of resistance going to it. So let's go over that. So as I mentioned before, it's only going to be weak to fighting, fire, and ground, while heavily resisting bug, poison, and rock, being steel and fighting. And also resisting dark, dragon, grass, ice, normal, and steel. So there you go. So let's go ahead and have a quick look at the moveset here. So going into the moveset, we have for fast moves, we got Metal Claw and Zen Headbutt. Okay, and then for charge moves, we got Stone Edge, Close Combat, and Iron Head. So what do I think about this Pokemon? Well, let's start with the stats real quick. So it's going to be a bit more on the defensive side, so it's not going to be the greatest. And what kind of also hurts it is the fact that Cobalion does not have access to, well, it doesn't have access to counter, which would have made it a really solid fighting type. And with an attack of 192, it kind of hinders its usage. And the fact that it also doesn't have a fast fighting type move kind of hurts it a little bit. So. But it'll be cool to use in PvP, and I think in general it does have some pretty cool a decent moveset. So this thing will personally, in my opinion, will possibly be a decent steel type Pokemon. I can see it honestly. So I think this Pokemon is going to be fair. I think it's not the greatest, but it's most certainly not the worst. But there are going to be better fighting types in the game for sure. So the 100% on this thing, in case we can't find an IV chart right now, the 100% is going to be 1727 for your 100% Cobalion. And then if we happen to have cloudy or snowy weather, because it is steel and fighting type, the 100% IV is going to be, of course, 2159. So there you go. So those are the perfect IVs for Cobalion. So if GoHub has released a raid guide going over this Pokemon, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that right now. Otherwise, this is going to be the end of this video, so just be hyped for Cobalion. So if we don't have the raid guide coming up after this, you guys are gonna most likely be seeing we're gonna be going into a full Cobalion raid guide in the next video. So stay tuned for that, and I will catch you guys there in a bit if you guys see the raid guide. If not, I'll catch you guys next time. Okay, so it turns out that GoHub did in fact made a Cobalion raid guide, so let's go ahead and take a look at this right here. So Cobalion, once more, is going to be a steel and fighting type. So let's go ahead and go over the numbers one more time. So as I mentioned earlier, the 100% IV for a non-boosted Cobalion is going to in fact be 1727 with no weather boost. In cloudy or snowy weather, you're going to be looking for 2159 for the 100%. So just so you know, so 1727 is not boosted, and if it's boosted, you're going to be looking for 2159. So there you go. let's go ahead and take a look at the oh, perfect. Here's a little chart right here. So Cobalion right here. It's going to be rate ball CP is going to be 39,601 if it happens to be tier 5 stats. Otherwise, we're going to be looking at something different. But anyways, like I said, like I mentioned before, the weaknesses is going to be medical. It's going to be fighting, fire, and ground. I do apologize for the noise in the background. Fighting, fire, and ground. And then your best counters against this Pokemon is going to be right on top here. We got Chandelure, Fire Spin, Overheat. We got Blaziken. We counter Blast Burn. Machamp coming through with counter Dynamic Punch. We got Moltres with Fire Spin and Overheat. Breloom with counter and Dynamic Punch. And then finally Entei with Fire Fang and Overheat. So there you go. So here we go. Let's go scroll back up here. So the supreme counters against Cobalion is going to be, of course, Chandelure being number 1 with Fire Spin, Overheat, because Chandelure does have that fire and ghost typing. It's going to be resisting the close combat, and it's going to be resisting Iron Head being part fire. However, it has to watch out for Stone Edge, as well as Entei, which we're going to go over that right now here. Entei with Fire Fang and Overheat is another supreme counter. Again, like Chandelure, has to watch out for Stone Edge. It's going to be neutral to close combat, so it's not going to be resisting close combat like Chandelure is, but it's still going to be a fantastic option for sure. Then we got Heatran with Fire Spin and Fire Blast. Not a bad choice at all. It does resist. It is neutral to Stone Edge, but it's going to actually be weak to the close combat, so keep that in mind. But it's going to be quad resisting the Iron Head, so keep that in mind. Being Fire and Steel, it's going to be quad resisting. And then go into some great counters here, more counters here. We got Blaziken with counter Blast Burn. That's his Community Day move. If you don't have Blast Burn, you could also go with Overheat. That'll still be performing really well there. Then we got Flareon with Fire Spin, Overheat. Moltres with Fire Spin, Overheat. Moltres is a great option. It has to watch out for that Stone Edge. Will be resisting close combat and the Iron Head. So then we got Machamp, which is in my opinion one of the safest counters with counter Dynamic Punch. It's going to be resisting the Stone Edge. It's going to be neutral to close combat, and the Iron Head is just neutral to both of those two moves. Groudon with Mudshot, Earthquake is going to also be fantastic. Resisting the Stone Edge, neutral to close combat and the Iron Head. And then we got Garchomp with Mudshot and Earthquake. Just like Groudon, it's going to be resisting Stone Edge, but neutral to the others. So there you go. And then some other good counters, if you guys don't have those top contenders, is Hariyama is also not bad with counter Dynamic Punch. Breloom, counter Dynamic Punch. Charizard with Fire Spin, Blast Burn. Like Moltres is going to have to watch out for that Stone Edge, because it is going to be 4 times weak to that Stone Edge like Moltres, but it's going to be resisting close combat and resisting the Iron Head. So keep that in mind. Charizard's not a bad Pokemon. Just keep that in mind. Then we got Toxicroak with counter Dynamic Punch. I like this one because Toxicroak actually is going to be resisting the close combat and resisting Stone Edge, but it has to watch out. Well, it's going to be taking neutral damage from the Iron Head. That's pretty much it. Then we got Arcanine with Fire Fang and Flamethrower. Keep in mind, Flamethrower is a legacy move, so just keep that in mind. And then finally, we got Typhlosion with Ember and Blast Burn. So there you go, guys. Those are the counters. Again, these are the Pokemon you want to use against Cobalion. So good luck to everybody. Cobalion's going to be coming in November 4th after the Reggies take off. So keep that in mind. And tomorrow I'm going to be having a raid guide talking about the Reggies as well. So stay tuned for that. That should be going up by tomorrow. So Reggies are going to be coming in hot tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Take care.